Even as I sit here and I think about this trip and what this trip has meant to me. I'm surrounded by beauty, as you can see around me. God has made Alaska a beautiful place. But what you don't see behind all the beauty is all the hurt. Lives that are filled with pain and sorrow. Lives without the peace that only Jesus Christ brings. We have the Yukon River behind me. It can be both beautiful and treacherous. And yet it is pretty much the only means to get from one village to another. To share the gospel with them is such a difficult situation. To even make it happen, to coordinate it, I see is so much. Somebody's got to go to them. In my body and the abilities that God has blessed me with, I'm able to go. So why not me? When we arrived at the camp, I really didn't know what to expect, other than I knew that it was remote. I didn't know how much work had been done already, what tasks were at hand for us, and for myself and for the teams that had arrived with me. But when we got here, it was almost surreal. As I stepped foot on the grounds, my journey had completed. I felt like I knew this is where I was supposed to have been the last 2 years of my life, serving God and following this ministry. It all had come to this very moment. And as I left the boat and I got on solid ground, all I could do was weep. I was given the task of building shelves for the kitchen area. A lot of the supplies were sitting on the ground underneath the main shelf. I constructed shelving that went around and was created to get those things off the floor. I got to run and learn to run a sawmill and literally make our own lumber out here. We harvest the trees and we cut them down to size, whether we need 2x8s, 2x6s, 4x4s, 1x4s, 1x6s, all different shapes and sizes. Again, everything comes with it's hard work to mill your own logs, to drag these logs and to manhandle them, get them up on the rail and get them square and lined up. And just learning that and learning how to do that was yet one more task that God had blessed me with. We built a store in 3 days. Awesome experience. One with 2 doors, a back room for a large freezer that they have. So yesterday we began to build a boat dock. We built a boat dock and then built a floating section for the fluctuation of the water, for the runoff and everything. And that, it's just awesome to be a part of that and to see all the things that are going on at the camp and to be a part of the vision that God is giving this generation ministries. Even during the times of hard work and the 12-hour days that we've put in here, there's been so much joy behind the blood, sweat, and tears. I've seen men share things with them. I've seen the Spirit speak to people and they've opened up, and Camp Nashi is a camp of healing. And I've seen that healing take place in believers' lives as well here. I've seen people set free. I've seen other men set free by coming and being a part of God's work. And I am so blessed to be a part of that. To be a tool, to be utilized by God has meant so much to me. I thank all of y'all back home that helped me to get here. And I thank y'all for planting seeds and investing in this worthwhile ministry. So remember, when you think about missions, it's not just Haiti or Africa or Botswana or China, but there's Alaska as well. There are people that need Jesus here just as well. The work is just as hard, it's just as expensive, just as costly, just as treacherous. There are people dying every day and they need Jesus Christ. When you pray for lost souls, when you pray for other ministries, when you pray for me, I want you to think about this Generation Ministries. Maybe consider a monthly donation, whether it be $5, whether it be $20 a month, whether it be $100 a month, if God calls you to do that. And I want you to pray about this. Seek the Holy Spirit, seek God's guidance when you consider supporting missions, because it is our calling. So my question for you is, what is your calling? Will you join with me in supporting this ministry today and in the future?